Definitely didn't miss this year's Met Gala.
I didn't watch it, but I saw all of the best and worst fits on social media.
Same. Blake Lively had to be my favorite, but I also really enjoyed Riz Ahmed.
Me too. Blake Lively always looks so good, and it was so cute seeing Ryan Reynolds' reaction and them on the carpet together.
Yes. I'm sure Emily and Mason saw all the best social media moments as well because they've compiled a list of their favorite and least favorite outfits to share with us tonight.
Take it away, guys.
Hey sneak peekers, I'm Mason.
I'm Emily Barrett.
And tonight, we're reviewing the looks from the 2022 Met Gala. This year, the event was co-chaired by Regina King, Blake Lively, Ryan Reynolds, and Lin-Manuel Miranda. The event was themed Gilded Glamour, the second part of the Met's exhibit In America, an anthology of fashion.
Personally, I like the Gilded Glamour carpet a lot better than the exhibit's first theme, which was In America, a lexicon of fashion, despite the fact that many attendees seem to entirely ignore the dress code.
We definitely got to see some fashion history in the making at the Gilded Met, when Kim Kardashian arrived in the iconic dress Marilyn Monroe wore to wish JFK a happy birthday in 1962. Based on a sketch by Bob Mackie, the gown turned a lot of heads during its debut as one of the first nude illusion garments in fashion history. Decked in over 6,000 crystals and holding the record for most expensive dress ever sold at auction, Marilyn's Happy Birthday dress is one of the most historically significant and priceless pieces in American fashion history. Because of this, Kim only wore the dress for a few minutes to walk up the Met steps, changing into a replica for the rest of the evening. For such a brief display, Kim went through an insane amount of prep work, attending various fittings, working with multiple conservationists, and engaging in a controversially strict diet. While the insane spectacle was impressive, I'm slightly confused as to why Kim went with a reference that has absolutely nothing to do with the Gilded Age.
While we could fill a whole segment with just happy birthday dress commentary, we do want to make sure we leave plenty of time for the entries on our best dress list. I think it's fitting to start off with the obvious and highlight Blake Lively. Blake, co-chairing alongside her husband, arrived at her 10th Met in this show-stopping gown, inspired by the architecture of New York City during the Gilded Age. Dripping in copper, she paused midway up the steps to unveil a second mint-colored train. In various interviews, she explained that this reveal was meant to represent the oxidation of the Statue of Liberty. In addition to this epic tribute to NYC architecture, Blake's gown featured several other references, such as the Empire State Building detailing on the front and the constellation pattern from the ceiling of Grand Central Station that completed her train. Keeping in line with Blake's stellar Met track record, this was the perfect way to start off the night.
Next on the list, Billie Eilish arrived in an era-accurate look, embracing pastel colors and campy modeling. I really love the bustle and choker combo she featured, and I think her hair pulled the whole look together. My first thought when I heard Gilded Glamour was Catherine Pierce, and Billie's look is honestly giving exactly that. I think she managed to embrace the time period while also somehow matching her personal aesthetic really well. Somewhere between steampunk and pastel skater girl, all the references executed the theme from her perspective in line with her alt/indie brand.
Another look I love that really nailed the theme in my eyes was Madeline Petch. This pattern, which is definitely giving grandma's couch upholstery vibes in the best way, is absolutely perfect for the gilded theme. The puff sleeves give the perfect Gilded Age silhouette on top, and while I'm not often a super fan of mermaid-style gowns, I think it works here to balance the look.
Now, this wouldn't be a proper Met review if we didn't also discuss which looks were total flops. Starting with the obvious, this look from Kylie Jenner was truly something else. While the dress itself is pretty on its own, if you're getting married, the t-shirt paired with a backwards baseball cap just makes the look feel confused. She's honestly giving me very 2016 Kylie vibes in this, and it just overall missed the mark.
Another look that unfortunately wasn't my favorite was this hot pink from Sebastian Stan. This color was originally a little too highlighter for me, but I have recently been informed that this color was apparently very popular during the Gilded Age, as textile makers had just learned to dye fabrics in these vibrant colors. While that little tidbit may, I suppose, let the color slide, the outfit itself is still off. It seems very 90s inspired to me, and if I'm honest, he looks a little bit like a SoundCloud rapper, mixed with a highlighter. I do still love him, though. Camila Cabello's look also wasn't great in my opinion. The style of the top and the skirt didn't really feel cohesive at all, and it just overall didn't come together well for me. While it is disappointing, I just feel like she has the potential to have some really cool looks.
I agree. Wrapping things up, though, we wanted to include some best dressed honorable mentions. First up, we of course have to mention Jessica Chastain. It's been a huge year for her, and her Met look did not disappoint. This head-to-toe red Gucci number looks stunning on her, although I would have liked to see a little more of a Gilded Age-inspired silhouette.
Another honorable mention, Shawn Mendes, arrived on the Met carpet in this Tommy Hilfiger look with the manicure to match. While I definitely cannot argue the internet's Doctor Strange comparisons, I actually really liked this regardless. The colors looked really flattering on him, and I think that this attempt at the theme actually landed really well.
Normani and Lizzo also had some super creative takes on the theme that I really appreciated, and they looked stunning as always. Finally, I think Evan Mock made a great entry for his second Met appearance. His ruffled collar and pastel yellow look was absolutely perfect for the theme, and he was totally twinning with Emma Chamberlain, who did an excellent job as Vogue's interview correspondent.
Overall, I would say 2022's Met Gala did not disappoint. We'll have to wait a full year this time for another Met, but I'd say the carpet this year gave us enough to talk about until then.
Any looks we missed? Let us know on Instagram and Twitter at Sneak Peek TV. That's all from us and all for this season's Style Squad. We'll see you next semester.